Why do we only respect change when it's visible? Why do we wait for the before and after photo? The smaller waist, the stronger body, the new face, the different clothes. Why do we only believe progress when other people can see it? What about the victories nobody notices? What about the morning you got up when you wanted to disappear under the covers? What about the walk you took when everything in you wanted to stay still? What about the glass of water, the better meal, the earlier nights, the moments you didn't give up on yourself? Do those not count? We've been taught to ignore the things that actually saves us. Because rock bottom rarely ends with one dramatic moment. It ends quietly, one choice at a time. One small act of self-respect at a time. One ordinary decision that nobody claps for. And maybe that's why so many people quit. Because they think nothing is happening. The scale hasn't changed. The mirror hasn't changed. Their energy hasn't fully returned. Nobody has noticed. Nobody has said you look different. So they think it's not working. But what if it is? What if healing begins before it becomes visible? What if the first change is not in the body, but in the promise? What if the first sign of progress is not weight loss, but trust? The moment you say you're going to do something, and you actually do it, could that be bigger than we think? Could that be the foundation everything else stands on? Because how do you rebuild a life without trust? How do you rebuild a body without patience? How do you rebuild a mind without kindness? And how do you keep going if you only celebrate the finish line? Maybe we need to celebrate the quiet victories. The ones nobody photographs. The ones nobody posts. The ones that happen in the kitchens, bedrooms, pavements, and silent mornings. The ones that look boring from the outside, but feel like survival on the inside. Because isn't that what this is? Survival becoming structure, structure becoming strength, and strength becoming identity, and identity becoming life again. Maybe today you didn't transform, but did you try? Maybe today you didn't feel amazing, but did you show up? Maybe today you didn't become the person you want to be, but did you refuse to abandon them? Maybe that matters. Maybe it matters more than you know. Because every time you keep a promise, send a message to the part of you that stopped believing. You say, look, I'm still here. I still care. I'm coming back for you. What if that part of you has been waiting years to hear this? What if all this time you didn't need another punishment? What if you needed proof? Proof that you can change, proof that you can return, proof that you're not as lost as you feared. So don't dismiss the quiet victories. Don't laugh at the small steps. Don't call them nothing. Because the life you want may not be built by one huge decision. It may be built by hundreds of tiny ones, repeated, protected, and respected. One day, when people finally notice, when they ask what changed, will they understand? Will they know about the mornings, the walks, the doubts, the silent battles, the choices nobody saw? Maybe not, but you will. Maybe that's enough.